All right, let's dive straight into something incredibly cool today. Creating your very own AI persona chatbot. Seriously, if you've ever thought about building a digital assistant, maybe a celebrity avatar, or an influencer bot that can actually offer tailored advice, well, you are in the exact right place. Let's get right to the explainer.
So, what if you could build this AI avatar without writing a single line of code? No way, right? Actually, yes. It sounds like magic, but it's our new reality. The source material shows us that those massive technical barriers to entry in AI, they've been completely eliminated. You literally don't need to be a programmer or know anything about computer science to build something totally unique.
Here's our blueprint for today. 1. The no-code AI revolution. 2. Gathering chatbot knowledge. 3. Building the chat flow. 4. Adding the AI brain. And finally, 5. Injecting the persona.
Okay, jumping into step 1, the no-code AI revolution.
You know, traditional AI development used to be like trying to untangle a massive knot. It required writing incredibly complex code, had a ridiculously high technical barrier, and frankly, it felt exclusive to just a tiny group of engineers. But today, platforms like Flowise AI make it as easy as clicking puzzle pieces together. It's an entirely no-code, drag-and-drop experience that is wonderfully accessible to literally everyone. So, Flowise AI is our main tool here. It's this super intuitive platform filled with visual tools that simplify the whole process of making sophisticated chatbots. It's the ultimate key that empowers absolutely anyone to build digital avatars or well-known personalities totally from scratch. Moving right along to Section 2, Gathering Chatbot Knowledge.
The source outlines this incredibly lightning-fast setup. First, you just install Node.js for your operating system, then run a quick Flowise install command in your prompt and open port 3000 in your web browser. Boom! Just like that, the interface pops up right in front of you. No getting stuck in the technical weeds, just straight into the fun, creative building part.
Now that we're in, we have to feed our chatbot its brain, right? It needs accurate, unique data. Since we're building a Steve Harvey bot as our example, we'll head over to YouTube and search for Steve Harvey motivation videos. Pro tip here, longer videos are way better because a massive transcript gives us much more accurate, nuanced data. We just copy that video URL, paste it into a transcript extractor website, grab all that text, and save it right to our computer as a simple text file. Do this a few times to build a solid foundation. By doing this, we're not just feeding it generic info, we're actually capturing Steve Harvey's exact vocabulary, his cadence, and his whole worldview.
All right, Section 3, Building the Chat Flow.
The source breaks the system down into 4 main components that you literally just drag and drop onto a blank canvas from a side menu. First, we have the conversational retrieval QA chain. That's our master controller. Then, the chat model, which uses Chat OpenAI as the AI engine. Next up, we use an in-memory vector store as the knowledge database. And finally, the document loader, which points to that folder of transcript files we just made, acting as the transcript input. If those technical node names sound a little abstract, don't worry at all. The source material gives us this perfect analogy. Think of the whole setup like a massive digital library system tucked inside the chatbot. It basically helps the bot understand what you're asking, then it quickly searches through its specific knowledge to hand you the best possible answer. It's really just a sequence of steps to make sure the AI grabs the right info from those YouTube transcripts. Wiring this digital library together on the canvas is surprisingly straightforward. You just draw a line to link the Chat OpenAI node to the chat model input. Then, link the in-memory vector store to the vector store retriever. Next, drop in the folder with files node and put in the file path to those Steve Harvey transcripts. Oh, and here's a crucial part. Add a recursive character text splitter. We set the chunk size to 1,000 and the overlap to 200. Now, why does that matter? Well, think of it like taking a massive, overwhelming textbook and cutting it into short, slightly overlapping chapters. This makes it super easy for the AI to read and scan through everything without missing any vital context.
Moving on to Section 4, Adding the AI Brain.
To give our chatbot its, vital spark of intelligence, we need a key. So we head to the OpenAI platform website and generate a new secret API key. Then we simply paste that key directly into our Flowise credentials menu and connect it to both the chat model and the OpenAI embeddings nodes on our canvas. Just like that, in a few clicks, your visual map is fully plugged into one of the absolute most powerful AI engines on the planet. How cool is that?
And finally, Section 5, Injecting the Persona. We definitely don't want just another generic robotic-sounding assistant here. We want to give our AI its soul. We do this through something called prompt engineering. This is basically the practice of writing highly specific, detailed instructions to guide the AI's personality. It ensures the bot sticks to the relevant info and behaves exactly like our target persona. Honestly, this is the true secret sauce of the whole operation.
So for our bot, we explicitly tell it, act as Steve Harvey, the American television host and comedian. We tell it to only answer questions using the YouTube transcripts we provided. If the answer isn't in those transcripts, we tell it to admit it by saying, I'm not sure. We instruct it not to make things up, and most importantly, literally typed out in all caps, we say, never break character. These strict guardrails control the bot's behavior, keeping it perfectly on track and stopping it from, hallucinating or drifting off topic.
And hey, the proof is in the pudding. When testing the bot, the source asked it to tell a joke, and without missing a beat, it fired back. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. A classic, perfect dad joke, totally on brand for Steve. It successfully generated the exact right output, which proves our prompt engineering and API connections are working seamlessly together.
But what about tailored advice? That's what those deep transcripts were for, right? Well, when the bot was told in the chat window that the user was feeling lazy, it delivered this gem. Don't worry, I have got you covered. Remember, success requires a tremendous work ethic and faith. Keep pushing forward. It captured his inspirational, motivational tone perfectly. It's pure magic seeing how unique transcript data combines with strong prompt engineering.
It is absolutely incredible how accessible this technology has become, and in such an incredibly short amount of time. So, I have to ask, whose persona will you bring to life next? The technical barriers are completely gone, you have the exact step-by-step recipe, and this blank canvas is all yours to experiment with. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this sparked your curiosity and showed you the empowering reality of no-code AI. Keep learning, keep experimenting, and I will catch you on the next one.